Today is World Homeless Day, and there's a brand new feature film that we want to tell you more about, that it shines a light on the homeless crisis currently plaguing the U.S. Joining us this morning is Jennifer Solo. She is the CEO and producer of Robert Craig Films. Jennifer, good morning. Thanks for being here. Okay, so you were giving me some background on your process. Help our viewers understand. So this project started with a documentary, but there's this new feature film that's also going to be available next year.
Yeah,
right?
so actually No Address, the feature film, today we're announcing on World Homeless Day that is coming out February 28th, 2025, 2,000 theaters nationwide to really showcase the human side of this situation. And in order to prepare for the movie, we actually set out on a journey to understand the homeless crisis, which became a documentary, Americans with No Address. That's available now for people to see as we're waiting for the movie to come out.
What was it that surprised you, if anything, during this process as you were gathering this information and doing these interviews?
You know, I think the statistics are just astounding. You know, you just can't believe what you see as you travel. We went for 3 weeks across the country, 18 different states, 20 different major cities that had high levels of homelessness. We're seeing 1.2 million adults that are homeless in our country, and even more sad is 1.5 million children that are homeless. Yeah.
Wow. How do the other states and the other places that you visited, how do they compare to California?
You know, our documentary really shows what's working, what's not working, and how we got here as a country. We really struggle here in California, but we've seen some amazing programs that really could be replicated. Texas is doing an amazing job. There's so many nonprofits that are really at the forefront of that, and I think that's what we found. Many faith-based organizations, 60% of those addressing homelessness are faith-based organizations. So our churches, nonprofits, organizations that are really making a solid impact and having the outcomes that we want to see, especially here.
I think there are a lot of stigmas surrounding homelessness, that people have an image of the type of person or the reason that perhaps they are homeless. And even, you know, as a reporter covering a lot of these stories, it was very eye-opening for me when you talk to a lot of these folks who are on the street to hear their story and how they got there. What is it that you found was probably the most interesting about some of the stories and the people that you met and came in contact with?
Yeah, well, you know, our goal really is to use the power of film to tell the untold stories of those experiencing homelessness. And they're the stories that you don't think they are, you know? Our theme of the movie actually is that it could happen to anyone, and it really could. I mean, there's so many situations that many people fall into that it just takes one series of events. Let's look at the hurricanes right now. One series of events, unexpected circumstances. The movie No Address really addresses that. We see that in foster care, you know, children coming out of foster care. 1 out of 3 in California are homeless. You know, mental health issues, you know, different domestic violence situations, you know, things that can happen to any one of us at any given time.
All right, really quickly, tell us where people can see the film.
NoAddressMovie.com. Find out there, and we will be nationwide again, February 28th, 2025, 2,000 theaters with Fathom nationwide.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here this morning. We appreciate it.